Welcome to the second video in the 4-video series of learning the blues chords and the blues structure for the 12-bar blues for piano. My name's Olly Wedgwood, and in the first video we learned how to find 7th chords which are integral to the 12-bar blues, and we put them all together in the 12-bar blues structure. So I hope you're feeling confident with that, because in this video we're going to go on one step further now and look at inversions and how we can streamline those chord changes to make them sound even better. Check out the PDF downloads which come with this video, and I hope you enjoy the play along backing track which will help you to put into practice everything we learn in this video. Have fun with that. Okay, let's do some inversions. So we've been looking at the 7th chords, and we now know the structure of the blues using the 1st chord of the scale, the 4th chord of the scale, and the 5th chord of the scale. Now, we've been using root position chords. That's C7, that's F7, that's G7. They're all on root position because they're all based on the root of the chord. Now these can be a bit clunky, and your hand has to move quite a long way in order to do this. So how about we streamline things a little bit, and we're going to be using inversions. Now inversions are the same chord, exactly the same chord, they're just played in a different arrangement of notes. So the first inversion of C7 is where we take the root note and we put it an octave higher. So we end up with E, G, B flat and C. That's the first inversion of C7. Let's check out the second inversion. Well, do the same thing. Take the E and put it up to the top. So we get G, B flat, C and E. And there's even a third inversion, because we can take the G and put it up the top. So we get B flat, C, E and G. And if you keep going, you'll actually get back to where you started, and that's C, E, G, B flat. That's the root position, just an octave higher. Okay, so let's go back to the first inversion of C7. Now when you're playing the blues and when you're playing jazz, you want to try and keep your left-hand chords within a range that's a bit below, an octave around sort of the A, just below middle C. And the reason for that is because up here there will be a melody line, and down here there'll be a bass line, and we don't want to get in the way of those, so we want to try and keep in the middle here. Okay, so a little exercise for you to try now is the 1, 4, 5 chords, but see if you can play them using inversions. So for example, let's start with the first inversion of C7. Okay, you might want to pause the video, have a go, and see how you do. Okay, let's try that. So here we go. This is the blues in C, and we're going to be using inversions. So that's our first inversion of C7. That's a third inversion of F7. Back to the first inversion of C7. There we are, there's a third inversion of F7 again. Back to the C7, first inversion. Now we've got to go up to the G7, so let's just go up 1. There's a G7, that's the third inversion as well of G7. But we'll just go all the way down 1 now to the third inversion of F7, and then back to first inversion of C7. And to finish with, you just go up to the G to lead us back again. Okay, so we're going to do a play along exercise now. So for the first time, just use your left hand in those chord inversions. And the second time through, when we could do it again, use your right hand now. So you can choose a comfortable inversion for your right hand, and with your left hand, just play the root of the chord. So you could choose that as your start if you like. Or you could choose that as your start. That would be the second inversion in C7. And then we could go down to the F. And we've just chosen the first inversion of F7 there. And so on. It might take a bit of doing to start with, but it will come with practice. Remember, 2 times through. First time, just use your left hand second time through your right hand and play the root of the chord in the left hand. Here we go. So you've got your 7th chord sorted out, you know the structure of the 12-bar blues, and in this video we've been using inversions to streamline the chords. It's time to put a bit of pizzazz into those chords using rhythm, and that's going to be in our 3rd video. Thanks for watching so far, I hope you've enjoyed it. Please send me your feedback and comments and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video.